but I did bring a friend. Well, like I said,
We'll find out.
We'll find out
Yeah.
a friend, a guy
We're
that I
not sure.
randomly met on the street. That is not an exaggeration. Pulled up to pick up his kid from a house that I was helping a friend move at, and his kid was also helping move. And he rolled up and he's like, "Oh wait, you're the podcast guy, right?" I was like, "No shit,
The OnlyFan.
Yeah.
We have an OnlyFan.
Oh shit. So we don't
Lucky
listen
us.
we don't have an OnlyFans, we have an OnlyFan.
OnlyFan.
That's right.
Perfect.
That's right.
Yeah,
So-
never thought we'd be able to say that, but here we are.
So found out Luke here is not just a loyal listener, but also a gentleman that partakes in the off-road / auto culture that we do.
Nice. I would venture a guess that all tens of our listeners are probably involved somehow in off-roading. So it's good. You fit the stereotype.
That would be the target audience. Yeah.
But rock crawling and shitbox Volkswagens. That's a unique.
Oh,
genre.
wow! You're a Volkswagen guy. Oh my god.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And especially shitbox. Yeah.
This is great. Let's talk about that.
All right. Well, we're just going to break right into that.
100% my
straight to the Volkswagens.
So I had a funny experience this weekend. I went to a big car meet thing here, and I brought the other Luke with us. Until he comes back on the podcast, he can be other Luke, and you can just be
wow.
Luke.
He's already demoted.
Oh wow!
I didn't take much. So I'm with Luke, and not this one. And we see this Accord. I know this is not a Volkswagen thing, but bear with me here for a second. I see this Accord, and it's like really good shape, beige, like 92, 93 Accord, a CB7 or whatever Accord, air ride, Racing Heart C5s, which are like one of my all-time favorite wheels. Fair. And I walk up to it. This thing is filthy. Not like it's dirty, like it's been driven, but it's dirty like it's been sitting for quite a while. And Luke and I walk up, and we were talking about an old friend that used to have one of these. And I was just like, man, this thing is so cool. And kind of walk around it for a second. It's super clean. And this guy's kind of standing by it. And I said, is this one of you guys own this? And the guy says, oh yeah, it's mine. I said, that's great. It's just so cool. It's like period correct perfect. And the guy's like, yeah, I mean, like, I think I just kind of got stuck, like where, like basically this is the style I like. I never got off of it. And now it seems to be like people drag me out to these meets and people think it's cool, which I think is pretty cool. And I'm just like, that's perfect. So this is like my Volkswagens have come back around a little bit to the generation that I really like, or the styling that I really like. Right. So like, it's that same, I just love it. I love that. Anyways, the guy's just like, I'm old now. So like, I just come out every once in a while. I haven't even washed this thing. And I'm like, it's perfect. It's one of the best things here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all that is to say, cars are the best. Trucks are fine, but
I don't know. I'm going to disagree, Sean. But
yeah, well, that's fine. So, right before we started recording, I asked Jesse how he wanted to do this. And what we came up with is that we should interview Luke, I think, in just like at least a shortened way. Like, how did you get into this? Why did you start listening to our podcast?
Yeah, that's
because
actually
I find
the
that
question.
Why would you do
incredibly
that?
interesting. And like where we can evolve from there, like where you're at now. But
yeah, I got into wheeling. I moved to a town, St. Helens, Oregon, and there was a big mudding culture. This would have been late 90s, and I had a Ford Ranger. Yeah, of course. And I put a 4-inch lift on it, 32s, and that was where it started. And I, kept going out mudding and breaking stuff. And so I thought, well, I'll straight axle this Ranger. I ran into somebody that knew how to straight axle it, and I worked in a machine shop. So I was going to make all the stuff to do it, and ended up tearing the truck apart, because that's what you do when you're like 20 years old and not having a plan or anything purchased. So just a running, driving truck. I tore it apart, pulled the engine out, everything, like stripped it. My dad was like, what? It was like a really, really nice truck, actually. Because this is like 2001. So the truck's like 11 years old, and I'd taken really good care of it. So ended up getting an early Bronco 44 and then a 60 that was narrowed for an early Bronco, and
Wow.
a 5-liter out of a Mustang C4. Was going to do an early Bronco Dana 20, and but I needed something to wheel in the meantime, so I bought the CJ that's sitting out front, and that was just going to. Actually, I bought several Toyotas, 7 or 8, but really ended up with the
Several.
CJ. Yeah, several, and then bought the CJ, and I was gonna keep that as like run and drive and just do the bare minimum while I was working on the truck, and that turned into a build. So it stalled out the truck for like 10 years, and meanwhile I'm going snow wheeling a lot. Started going up to Browns camp. Ended up finishing the truck, and while I was finishing it, I was already buying parts to do the 1-ton swap in the truck, because that's what you do. You buy parts for stuff that you don't need. Yeah, I mean, this is like all
yeah, stockpile it before you're anywhere near needing to do it.
You have no idea. Like I have parts right now I bought at the swap meet that like I don't even own the truck for. I just like, it's a good deal. It's like if I ever have that truck, then I'll have that part. But
it's like an inspirational part.
yeah. So ended up getting the truck done, and flatbed, roll cage, 5-liter C4. Ended up doing a Dodge 203 to a early Bronco 20, 60 front, 14-bolt rear, ARBs, 40s, speed locks. And I remember like, got to realize by the time I finished this, I got married and divorced while I was working on this, and she never rode in the truck. And got it finished right after we divorced.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are those correlated at all, or on either end?
She's mad that she never got to ride in the rain.
Yeah, she never got to ride. So ended up, I remember I wheeled it quite a bit, took it in a lot of snow wheeling, took it over in Eastern Oregon, took it on the Rubicon. And then I remember listening to another car podcast, but it was like, about Porsches and stuff. And I remember the podcast host said, sometimes you just drive a car and you go, I'm done with this experience. And I remember driving it to work. And it was like, turning 3,200 RPMs at 55 miles per hour because I didn't put overdrive in it. And I was like, I'm too old to be driving a bright orange Ford Ranger on 40-inch tires with no overdrive. That I had gutted the interior out.
Fair.
I was just like when a cop pulled me over because tires are sticking out, they would come up and they're surprised at my age. It's like, that's what the truck looks like. I started when I was 20, and the genre was, maybe it'll come back around for me. But so I sold it, took the money, and my CJ had turned into, as I was finishing the truck, I started tearing the CJ apart, and it's 83 CJ7 YJ frame, stretched to LJ length, leaf sprung, narrowed 44 front, the 60 that was out of the Ranger in the back of that, ARBs, 513s, and then I had put an NV4500 in that because I kept breaking T5s like they were free. And so I blew the 4-liter. I had swapped a 4.2 in it. I had a 4.2 and then went to another 4.2, and then I put a 4-liter in it. Took the 4-liter out, and I realized, like, well, I'm only a bell housing and an input shaft away from an LS bolting up to this transmission. So I put
just a regular old while you're in there.
While I'm in there. And so then I was like, well, if I'm getting, all my friends had done 5.3 swaps, I was like, well, I'm going to do a 6-liter. So then I put a 6-liter in, and then of course now the front axle won't hold up. So that project has morphed into another CJ stretched LJ length, but I bought another frame so I could keep this one running and driving. I learned my lesson on the pickup, and it's going to be 2.5-inch coilovers, air bumps, 99 to 04, 60 ballistic shave kits, 513s, ARBs. And then it's going to be, I have a spare 6-liter. So I use that for a mock-up, had a spare NV4500 to use that for mock-ups, like build drive shafts, brake lines. I'll basically build a rolling chassis. Then I bought another body so I could build the body, cut the body slightly different than this other version. So that's where this one's at. So it's almost a roller. It'll be on 40 speed locks. It's got a 4-speed Atlas in it. Yeah. So that's kind of the sickness. So now I'm down to one vehicle, but like 1.5 really. And then it keeps going.
Hold on 1 second. I don't want to get too far off to the side here. Do you have a regular car that you're driving during any of this? Some of this? Most of this?
Well, yeah, shitbox Volkswagen.
Okay,
Diesel.
good. Okay,
Yeah,
that's where that
yeah.
ties in.
Yeah. So then I was like, well, I want to buy a wagon so I can fill it with shit. So I don't have to use my truck when I haul parts.
Obviously, yeah.
And a full-size Chevy winch bumper with an 8274 attached will fit in the back of a Volkswagen. It will. It touches the mirror, but it will fit. And so I blew the struts out of that. I kept driving it, and then I sold it. It was a diesel 5-speed. It wasn't that bad, but it needed a lot of work, and I didn't want to do it. So,
That's fair.
yeah. And then so now my son's got a 2-wheel drive Cherokee. Basically, everything out of the CJ that's running and driving now will go underneath the Cherokee. So it'll be super shitbox Cherokee. It's going to be leaf sprung in the front because that's what I have. And but he'll have air lockers. So that's kind of the long arc of my building in the last probably 15 years.
So do you do all of the fab work yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you got a shop?
I got a garage.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Got a garage. I got a plasma cutter and a welder and a tubing bender.
That's a shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wait.
Small space.
Does that mean that I have a shop?
You have a
I
shop.
got those 3 things.
You have
That's
a
about
drill
all I
press
got.
behind you, Jesse. That's a
Yeah.
shop.
That's a
That
free
there
drill
is a
press
shop.
and
too.
something.
I got I'm like real bougie. I got a A-frame because we bought the house we just bought had a 13'6" ceiling, and I'm like, well, I can't afford a car lift right now, but I can get an A-frame. So I bought an A-frame.
All right.
Yeah.
I like it.
Hey. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. Okay. I'm like running through all of these things to try to find a question in all of this. There's a lot of info.
Yeah.
So you've had other vehicles to drive while you've got these long-term, really great projects. That's great. You're driving. It sounds like you're driving the one that you're using, or the current Jeep, like quite a bit, right? Like it's an all-arounder.
Yeah, I've driven it to, like, I went and snow wheeled last winter in Parkdale, and I didn't trailer it. I drove it all the way to Parkdale and back. It'll like I drive it to work in the summer probably once or twice a week. Yeah,
That's good. I like that.
yeah, and it's not crazy. It's like 37s. It's got fender flares on it, so it's not like obnoxious. It needs paint, but like that was what started the whole like, well, if I'm going to build a bigger one, I'm gonna have to cut the wheel wells out, and I don't want to do that before I paint it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the slippery slope. Always.
yes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've stopped. The slope has stopped currently. I'm just like I'm not fixing anything, and I'm not like moving forward either. It's very much like we're
where
on a
you're at
freeze.
with your stuff is where it's at.
That's pretty
Well,
much it.
You are teasing that idea last time we talked about a Hemi
Well, yeah.
because you're sick
I'm
of
still
4 gears.
eventually going to figure out that. I think that's the next big thing I have to do is a transmission, but I don't know. We'll see someday. I have a single car garage that barely fits my Bug, so I can't get there. Like the front of my car doesn't even fit in the garage. It's not even an option. It is driveway only. So, and I don't have a driveway, so there is that.
You can go to other Luke's though, right?
I can go to other Luke's house. He has lots of room, but I don't want to burden him with my project when he's got his own
Why?
projects. That's
It
a good
doesn't
point.
It never stopped me.
Yeah, I don't know if I
If-
would like it if someone did it to me, so I don't want to do it to somebody else.
Well,
I think
if you make it immobile, they can't drag it off.
That's a
And
good
if
point.
it's immobile in their yard, they can't actually not be friends with you anymore because eventually they want it out.
Yeah,
That's the
good
strategy I always
points.
went with.
These are good points.
Yeah, because they'd have to pay to get it towed.
Yes.
Are they going to be willing to do that?
Yeah.
Luke might be Just
Luke
to-
might be.
just to get it out.
Luke is also upfront enough to when it's pissing him off.
Oh, it never.
or,
Yeah,
like,
it never get to
right
that point.
before it pissed him off. He would say something to you like,
Oh yeah,
"John, you got to get this out of here now. It's
Yeah.
bugging Eileen."
yeah. I
And
have
by
no
Eileen,
doubt.
he means himself. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it would 100% be him. Actually, I would not even consider the fact that his wife would be the one to push it out of there. It would be him.
Yeah.
100%.
Especially because it's not orange. It'd have to be orange.
Yeah, it's got to fit.
That'd be
with
the only way you
group.
could get maybe some leeway on it, is if it was orange. But
his new car's red, so it's in the family.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't stray far from the orange tree with a burgundy and then a red. So
yeah, good point.
You know.
Good point. Okay.
So you mentioned that you wheeled or do wheel or have wheeled out at Brown's a bit, which some of us know what Brown's is like. Sean's never been there. But have you gotten to wheel anywhere else, or is it like strictly Oregon?
Yeah, I did Brown's Camp a lot. I used to go to the sand dunes quite a bit with my friends. We had quads, and that was kind of like the sand flea rally was a big thing, because when we had little kids, we would all take the kids there. I did a lot of snow for a lot of years, to the point that like a couple years the Jeep would go on the trailer in like November and not come off the trailer till like March, because I would just be like every weekend, and I was single and like nothing else to do. We go up towards Mount St. Helens in the snow. My parents live up that way. So, and then I started wheeling with the group that runs like Moab and Rubicon, Fordyce. So I've done the Rubicon and Fordyce in Moab. Once on Fordyce and Moab a piece, and the Rubicon 4 or 5 times now.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. And is that across the various rig builds, or is that like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The two. Yeah. I predominantly want the Jeep now to be the one. I'm just gonna have one project until I finish the other one.
He says,
Right.
he says
Sure.
right now, I only want the one project. That doesn't mean there's only going to be the one project.
Be the one. Yeah. That's it. So, yeah, I'm planning on to try to run Rubicon and maybe Fordyce again this summer. We'll see.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So back to Brown's Camp.
Yeah.
Have you done all of the triple black diamonds out there? Because last time we were there, we wanted to do some of the harder trails, but I ended up blowing a head gasket and breaking an outer stub shaft on the Dana 60. So couldn't do some of the harder stuff. Like what was the super vertical one?
7 Up.
7 Up.
Yeah.
I have not done 7 Up. I've not done. I think I drove up the little Rubicon like years and years ago, before it was what it is now. Like it wasn't hard then. Pretty sure I drove up it when like the CJ was a stock wheelbase and everything. It like wasn't hard at all. And 7 Up's one I haven't done, but I think I've done pretty much everything else at one point or another. Like can opener now, I'd get denied on. When I go into what's the crushers, I'll usually go in and stay to the right, if you know that. There's like a line around that, and I'll always break a hub on the right side on this one rock. So I carry a spare.
Just keep trying.
Yeah. I got through this last year without actually breaking it, but like every other year, like it's like, oh, the hub broke on that same rock. And then the year before I broke, and the guy ahead of me broke, and he had a YJ, same size tire, same hub. And so we both were trying to get out in 3-wheel drive. And I was like, well, I'll put a hub on mine. But then I was like, but then he's broke in front of me. So we put the hub on his rig, and then he just drug me out the rest of the way.
Okay.
So, yeah. But so I've ran crushers quite a few times, but I've gotten through the middle line a few times, but some of that stuff gets pretty big.
Yeah.
In my truck, I got through it. But with 37s and 113-inch wheelbase, it's pretty tough.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. So the Ranger was a bit more.
It was a bit more
capable.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say it was much bigger out there than I anticipated.
Yeah.
Like, was that can opener is the one we camped by?
Yep.
That's where I broke my stub shaft. It is. I don't know if it's just been rutted out over the years and just gotten harder and harder and harder, to the point where 40s are the minimum. And even on 40s, it felt like This is tough.
Yeah, I haven't gone up can opener now in probably 12 years at least. The first time I went up there, I was on like 35-inch swampers, bushwhacker fender flares, spring under with lock rights, and I walked up right up it. I think I broke the lock right, but I was already at the top.
Perfect time.
Yeah.
The point
Yeah,
is
yeah,
now
I-
you can't do that.
No,
yeah, when we were out there, it was, I mean, like Jesse would have had to do everything perfect and still would have been struggling because he like we tried a couple of different like lines and angles at it, and there was I didn't see much hope in Jesse getting up it, which was one of those like, that's unfortunate, and it's kind of weird. Like, cause I've seen videos of guys going up it, but once you're there, obviously, the video doesn't convey what it's really like all that well. So it's just, yeah, I was
you
surprised.
climbed 50 feet in elevation to get to the obstacle. And
Yeah,
then when you look at it, you're like, oh, the consequences are a bit harder than I would have
Yeah.
anticipated
it
on the
is on a
video.
hill. Yeah,
Yeah, it's at the top of it. I've seen buggies in there with like stickies when it's dry, just spinning their tires. They've got everything placed really well now where it's really hard.
yeah,
Yeah, none of the rocks kick out. When I first did it, there was rocks kicking out down the hill. So I was thinking you had to be parked off to the side because there was a bunch of rocks at the bottom that somebody would kick out. So they've done a pretty good job of getting that all stacked in. The other one was Airplane Hill.
Yep.
That has changed a lot.
Yeah.
I remember I walked up that. I went up this last year. It's gotten easier on the right side, but the left side's a lot harder now.
Mm-hmm.
Like now it's just huge rock and they're
Yeah.
loose. Yeah. So you get in there and you get turned sideways, and then it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to just to get my front end around, I'm gonna have to winch.
Yeah.
And this Airplane's the one with the big concrete barricades.
Like Jersey barriers.
Yep.
Up
The Jersey barriers. Yeah. There was like, we walked up to that and I was like, there's no fucking way I can make this.
Yeah. No, it's gotten like, we'll get up there and get on a rock and you'll just watch somebody just pivot around. You're like, oh, okay, well, that's not gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Jesse would have been the only one that could have gotten through, like, even the gatekeeper that's like, the rock pile that's in front of the gate. Even that is like surprisingly gnarly looking. And I, like, all of us with street vehicles, I didn't see any of us even making it like worth attempting. But we, like you said, we walked up there and looked at the rest. And yeah, just the like first boulder to get onto like the obstacle that is Airplane Hill was like, okay, I don't see how I'd be getting up that. And even Jesse's vehicle would be like, well, we're gonna work at it like we were working at can opener, and it might not happen.
Yeah, the Airplane this last year, somebody had gone around the rocks on the right. I'm sure with trail maintenance this year, they're gonna block that off, so you'll have to go.
Mm-hmm.
The filters there are really, I think both the upper and lower filters are the same hardness, so it kind of keeps everybody out.
Yeah.
Like if you can't get through the filter on either end, you shouldn't even go in.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they'll make the filter on the exit easy, then all of a sudden all the shitheads kind of come down from the top.
Yep.
But they did a pretty good job, I think, on those filters. Yeah, we had to winch a couple rigs through the filters this last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think the filter for 7-Up from the backside it's super easy, but once you would get to what would be the top of 7-Up, if you were going the proper way, I think you would change your mind and then have a real fun time trying to figure out how to get out, either turning around or backing up. Because even that giant dugout rut that you drive out of on the backside that like leans you into the wall, even that looked like not going to be fun. But trying to go down 7-Up, I don't think I've ever seen anybody even do that. I think I've only ever seen people.
I've seen somebody go down it, but their tires were upside down.
Right. Yeah. They went down it the wrong way. Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen them go down. I did a buddy's, he had first gen Toyota and bought the whole. This is back in the day. This is like, God, 07, 08. Bought the whole trail gear kit. So we cut all the hangers off his rig, welded them all in my driveway, put 42-inch eye rocks on it, and we took it. And he's like, I'm gonna hit 7-up. And then his girlfriend was there. She's like, no, I don't want you hitting that. And he's like, I was like, just poke up it. Just get the tip in, see what
Put
happens.
tires on it.
Yeah. So he gets the front tires up there. I still remember it. He's off to the right and he's kind of going back and forth. And all of a sudden it grabbed and it went up and it went too far to the left.
Mhm.
And down the hill it went. Brand new just got it painted. Like it was just done. Like totally fucked it up.
Yeah. See, Jesse, that's the conversation we had when we were like standing at the bottom of it and like looking at it, and we're just like, well, as much as Jesse wanted to try it, I was like, I don't know that we want to try it without like putting a winch line up on a tree just to have it there for if shit goes wrong on your first go at this. So because it's friggin' steep, and the risks of exactly that happening seemed fairly high if you get something wrong.
I think the consequences on that obstacle keep a lot of people off of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, like you just look at, like you turn that corner and you look up and you're like, it's again 40 feet to the base of it, and then it's another 50-foot climb on the obstacle.
Mm-hmm.
You got a long way to fall.
Yes.
A long way. Well, I'm glad I didn't try it. And also, that stub shaft, lack of stub shaft.
You were already broken anyway, so.
Yeah. Like, the important part isn't digging. I probably shouldn't try.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got to go back. And then maybe after this, we'll go with you. We'll see. We're still feeling out the waters here if we're going to be friends or not. But we're edging on
the stranger danger may be high on this one.
Okay. Yeah. 30 minutes in. That's not enough for him to guarantee that just yet. Yeah.
No.
I thought you were saying that you didn't want to go get embarrassed by him, Jesse. That was what I was reading at first. So
yeah,
like you needed to go by yourself.
What it is. Why do you have to call it out like that?
Sorry, I thought we were on the same page.
I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna get shown up. I'm gonna look like a freaking 8th grader on a high school football team, getting smashed. Wait, that didn't come out right.
Maybe it did.
No, it's fine. What are you talking about? Everything's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on.
Moving on. News?
Yeah. Do you have any news?
Yeah. No, not really. I have 2 pieces of news. This is wildly off topic, so good.
Good news, everyone.
One semi on topic, one off topic, and I'm going to bring the off topic first as soon as I can figure out how to share my screen. Like this is the first time I've ever done this. So there's news. I saw a couple articles on this. AC Schnitzer is being sold off after 39 years. They have basically the company that holds them is getting rid of them. So pretty wild. Like I know that we know AC Schnitzer mostly as Wheels because we're wheel dorks, at least Colin and I.
Yep.
But they are, they were like a race car builder for a long time. That's kind of their thing. They made some pretty cool DTM cars and all sorts of stuff like that. So this little 6 series is pretty cool in this article, but I didn't dig super far into it because I think that they're also a company that has become not super relevant over the last 10, 15 years. But it's an iconic name to see just like gone, just poof, that. So
yeah,
it's already gone, so it's maybe not a poof, but
they get bought out by investors, then just sold off, or
that's a great follow-up question. Nobody asks questions that are that good, so I wasn't prepared for it.
Stranger danger.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I don't know if this new Luke is going to work out. He asks a lot of questions.
See, I thought that you would be, as the news guy, you would be covering it in full, but you're apparently only going to cover what you feel like covering. I guess that fits. I suppose that aligns with today's world as well. So
listen, I work in the industry. I understand how it works. I'm just pitching the good part. I'm not just the catch line, and I'm out. Basically, tariffs. Everybody's gonna hold on. Let me pause.
They're blaming the tariffs.
Yeah. Cultural shifts. Blah blah blah. 39 years.
They should probably blame the Campfire Passport podcast.
Lack of advertisement.
Yeah. I mean, essentially, it looks like they've just become kind of irrelevant, and they must just not be very successful at this point because they have rising costs, less buyers. I mean, that's really it. It sounds like they just
a lot of those
not
companies
selling.
You know, when was it Hoonigan bought all those companies and then they got bought out. A lot of those were just the investors were wanting to push them out of the market. Company would buy them.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of that stuff, and this one's interesting because I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's an argument that could be made, but like a lot of that is like those private equity firms will buy a brand essentially for the name, and then kind of ghost company it out to the point that it, they squeeze every last little bit of profit back out of it that they can based on the name and no product evolution, and then
kind of like
then it's
Poison
gone and they
Spider.
just throw it away. Yeah, it's just like a shell at that point, so it's gone.
Poison Spider was that where it did a bunch of Jeep parts. Everybody had a TJ, YJ, CJ had their parts for years. They got bought out by Four Wheel Parts, who then got bought out by Transamerica, and then they still have a website. And then here recently they've come back and reintroduced some product for JLs and JKs stuff. So they're starting to, because the name was really good.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I don't know if it makes sense with as many other players that filled the niche in that market.
Yeah.
I
mean, I think the Jeep market probably, I don't know if it's gotten better, but I feel like it's gotten at least a little bit better, like in the mid-range market stuff or like upper end market stuff. I know there's still a lot of cheap crap out there, but like there was for a long time a lot of companies making the same stuff that just you just pick where you go. And I think it's maybe because the market has gotten a little tighter, is probably a little bit more focused on like brands that have actually stuck around, either because they made smart decisions or they were dumb enough to not quit, I guess, and so here they are, and they've made it through. But man, like the private equity thing is crazy because like Transamerican was bought by Wheel Pros,
Polaris?
which was Hoonigan, which then sold it off to Polaris.
So
it came. Okay. There was both were involved, so that was like involved in the biggest, outside of Holley, the biggest like PE thing in automotive aftermarket, which is crazy. It's huge money deals. And it's crazy is like Four Wheel Parts like almost died during all of that, and it's back, like it's kind of a thing again. Not like it was, but it's still out there, so it's kind of crazy.
So and then random segue. Anna asked me today, what is our end goal here for the podcast?
Like the podcast? Oh, to keep
have strangers
to talk to each other?
Yeah, to talk. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean the end goal? She's like, I don't know. Like, what are you guys going to do with this thing? I was like, I don't know. Just talk to each other. And now I'm realizing maybe the end goal should be getting bought out.
Yeah, let's do it. We're for sale, by the way.
We are for sale.
Always for sale.
Always. Yeah.
You show up with the dump truck, we give you Luke and the podcast.
Interesting trades considered.
Interesting trades considered. Yeah. That buyouts thing reminded me because I was just looking at. I went to their website to get like dimensions for something, and it's like the first time I've been to the website since Dometic bought out Front Runner.
Oh yeah.
And that was weird because it was like the website's different, and I was like fumbling my way through finding things that previously were easy to find, but like, yeah, that's right. I forgot that Dometic lot front runner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now they're going to be inflatable roof racks after not too long. Dometic has a big thing about inflatable everything all of a sudden. It's pretty funny that that's their tech.
Is an inflatable roof rack just a mattress
I'm
for your roof?
Yeah, they have inflatable rooftop tents. I think they have an inflatable awning. They have inflatable swags. There's something else that I saw recently that was inflatable that blew my mind. That was like, okay, nobody asked for this. Why are you making this?
Who asked for this?
Inflatable toilet?
The rooftop tent got me at Expo a few years ago. I was just like, what? Who wants this? There's no, I don't get it.
Bouncy house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
looks like
actually
a
true.
bouncy house. Really. It's very weird.
I mean, I've seen
The only
the
other news
inflatable-
thing.
Sorry,
Oh, go ahead.
continue. I was going to say,
Oh, okay.
I've seen the inflatable canopy, but I've not seen the rest.
Oh, the flated. Yeah. That's another weird one.
But it
I've
turns
talked to
into a
their
canoe.
I talked to their marketing people, and I was very confused. Like, it's not like, it's just, the idea is that it's a canopy that you don't have to have on all the time like that. I guess it makes sense in a way, but it's just such a
They have
weird way to
that
get there.
in a better product.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
doesn't
could just take a
pop.
canopy off. Like, I don't know if people knew that, but they come off. They're not built in.
Yeah, but they're heavy, Sean.
Sure. Good point.
And that's why you get the soft topper.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
Which
a
I
weird
still have one
product.
for sale, by the way. Email Mike at.
Oh, no, you can email us at secret RSCP.
Oh, that reminds me. Someone, Luke, you want to introduce everybody to our podcast?
No, Jesse already did it.
He did what? How did I miss that?
You missed it? Wow,
What?
you missed it. Yeah.
We don't hear the music on this side?
No.
Oh.
That's I put that in post.
How did I miss that? I must have been zoning out. That's so weird. Okay,
It was, I said something about blaming us for something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which,
that was it.
It's still PR. So if there's any company out there that wants to blame us for something, by all means.
Please do.
There's a couple things I don't want to be blamed for or accused of.
Well, accused and blamed are two different things.
Two different things.
Nothing too egregious.
Yeah. Okay, well.
I'm going to check our email while we're talking about it.
Oh, you're going to check the email?
I'm sure it's empty.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Colin,
all
you think
somebody
you got
has to
enough?
do is email it and they get what? I think the bet's up to $10.
I'm not tracking. I don't know.
I don't remember, but yep. Still empty. Not even a spam.
Still empty. Damn.
Well, I mean,
come on, get after
not
it,
a bad
everybody.
thing.
Yeah,
Sean,
how are you not getting any spam? That's crazy.
I don't know. We've not got one.
There might be
single
something
email.
wrong with this email address. The slow look over on just like
I might have to check that out.
Sean, I don't know if you saw this article.
No.
I
Golden
saw this.
Age.
Yeah, and I thought to myself, well, we've had this conversation about what the true golden age of. I mean, I guess they're referring to it as overland SUVs, not off-road SUVs.
And they could be,
because we had previously established that it is clearly the 90s to early 2000s, and that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that's just peak car, so that's hard to like.
That's true. But their list is interesting, and they also had a pretty funny. Where was it? It was like key attributes: capacity,
this is
reliability, durability,
U.S. News all over again.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
No, there's an actual writer on this one.
There's the Bronco with a 9.1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They don't rate any of them, but they just kind of give like all the breakdowns, and then they give some pros and cons, which those are always fun too. This apparently is the most capable vehicle across all trail speeds.
I would like to drive. Oh, okay. I guess I'd still like to I know this sounds really bad, but I'd like to drive okay, actually, let's just talk about the Wrangler. There's no chance that the Wrangler doesn't. I was going to talk about the Grenadier for a second. I was like, I think that a Grenadier is probably going to outwheel this thing like 8 times out of 10. And then I thought to myself, what about the Rubicon? There's
Right.
zero chance in any scenario that I would rather drive a Bronco off-road than a Rubicon. And
Yeah,
I'm not a Jeep guy. I just
yeah.
like,
That's. I mean,
there's
I
no,
might be able to get behind you on that one. Cons though, hardtop produces a lot of wind noise, squeaks, and rattles.
sure, they
So,
do that.
yeah. They've
Mm.
got the Ford Expedition Tremor,
No,
which is
nothing
an
golden,
overland.
golden
Overland.
about that.
Well, you
Still,
gotta remember
Yukon AT4, get out of here with this list.
Yeah,
Are you
overland.
going to go down a dirt road?
Yeah,
I
without
mean,
any trees.
right? Yeah, it's a wide road, but it's a road.
It's a log
God, this
road.
this
It's got the
entire
best in
premise
class
offends me
powertrain, Sean.
now.
It says right here, best in class powertrain, 3-liter diesel,
With the diesel,
Yeah.
great. Yeah,
600 plus mile range. That's an overland. They've got the Grenadier
I
on
think
here.
I get that.
I'm
Okay.
still waiting for the day that thing becomes affordable. I
Exactly.
have an
Oh,
obsession with the Grenadier.
thoughtful overland features abound.
Abound.
Yeah.
Who wrote this?
Fuel range falls just below standards.
I have hit
What's
the standard with
standard?
slower speeds.
I don't know. It doesn't give me what the standard is. Steering experience falls
Yeah.
below vehicle standard.
I've never driven one of these, and that is something that comes up in every review I've ever seen of it. And
Is
I
it the
thought it was
steering's
just
weird?
journalists bitching about the fact that it has a steering box, but them, this is what Overland or Expedition Overland, right? I always mess it up, or is it Overland
Expedition
Journal?
Portal.
Expedition Portals. I would portals. That's funny. I put an S on the end of that. I actually would assume that these guys are driving enough other stuff that they would know what a steering box vehicle drives like, but I don't know.
Turning radius is poor considering the wheelbase a 20%
Wow.
wider turning circle than a Wrangler Unlimited.
That's impressive.
What axle did they put under the Grenadier again? Isn't it a Dana 35?
No, it's a different brand. It's something that's really
Anvitec, or is it one of those that Jeep
something
puts
like
under
that.
and Bronco puts under?
Yeah, it's comparable to what everybody else is using at the moment.
They are.
There you go. There's your regular Rubicon, Sean.
Yeah, see?
Carraro. Class leading technical terrain performance.
Okay.
It's a great way to put that. Robust driveline. The one that I haven't actually heard this, but
what a con.
Yeah. No, I haven't heard this particular. A 4-to-1 transfer case is a liability in some reversing scenarios. I've never heard this before.
They're scratching at problems here because just like me, they know it's the perfect one and they don't want to admit it because it's a Jeep.
Well, for the off-road, because they're looking at it in the overland aspect. So limited interior storage and limited towing capacity.
Sure.
Which not
don't tow.
Untrue, but but I don't know what this transfer case issue is. So apparently I'm gonna have to look that up. Got to throw a 130. I don't know why it's the 130, but God, yeah, let's get the biggest thing in here we can instead of just the 110. But cons 22s, 22s, baby.
That says 20-inch wheels. Okay.
Oh, come on, we can get 22.
You definitely can.
Land Rover continues to be plagued by reliability and supply chain woes.
Hard to argue.
I don't know that I've heard a ton of reliability issues with the Defenders. I think they're just leaning on the history, but that's fine. The GX50.
That's a better con than reversing a 4-to-1 transfer case. I'll give it
that.
Yeah. GX550, which is Sean's favorite.
Yeah, pretty good. Cons,
what we got here? Lacks the luxury ride of the LX 700. Could benefit from additional tech features and availability challenging.
They haven't been here.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. And then they've got the LX 700H.
That's pretty cool. I'm not going to argue with that one.
Fuel tank is 17.9 gallons.
That's
Is the
surprisingly small.
Achilles heel, it says. Must get really bad economy with if
Oh,
it's
I'm
got
sure
an
it's
18.
not great. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Sean's favorite,
Oh,
The
real
Pro
true
4X
favorite, the
Armada.
Armada Pro 4X. Let's see what we got. Poor fuel economy in most conditions.
Just suck it up and say all conditions. There's no
Yeah, I mean, come on.
limited
Robust
aftermarket support.
turbocharged
And that's a good
V6.
con. That makes sense.
Yeah. And then
Value award to the
the
250
new Land Cruiser, of course. Let's see. Sold worldwide.
Yep. So
Fuel tank also 17.9. Ground
It's funny
clearance
that
of 7.9.
I can't imagine that the GX 550 has standard or has, these features are that much different that they couldn't be the cons for that one. It's the same chassis.
Well,
Mhm.
I mean, but this one's a bargain.
Yes. And I guess maybe
you can
maybe
see past those things when the price is lower, Sean.
Well, yeah, I mean, think about this. Like the fuel tank must be the same size, right? And I bet the GX gets worse economy than the 4-cylinder Land Cruiser. So, like, why is that the number one con? I don't know. Sorry, I'm blowing the list apart here.
Hey, it's not my list. You can blow it apart all you want.
All right, good.
Yeah. Here's for the editor's choice. I would like to have the quality, reliability, and suspension of the LX, the chassis and engineering of the Grenadier. So he's just going to build his own rig out of all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Don't pick one. Just say I like this, this, and this about these. So yeah,
This guy is
this
like
guy.
Scott Brady is like I've read a lot of his stuff. I would not think I would take this kind of issue with his summaries. I'm like kind of blown away by that. It's crazy.
Oh wow! He really had a hard time picking. Apparently, there is an editor's choice I can pick with the greatest confidence, and it's the GX 550 Overtrail Plus.
Okay.
Which gets as close to our standard as the Grenadier does, but benefits from being the most reliable brand in the world. Okay. Toyota dick sucking once again is why he picks a certain car. Classic.
I don't know. I'd almost argue that Toyota reliability is not
In their
existent.
old vehicles, yes.
Yeah.
But in
Anything
more the
where you-
newer stuff,
But in the off-road genre, what I have noticed is if it has vehicle speed sensors, CAN bus to everything, it creates so many issues on the newer stuff. Like I was on the Rubicon last summer, not this last summer, the summer before, and I saw 5 JLs all broke with CAN bus issues. Just there with the lights flashing, and I pull up and I have parts and hey, what do you need? I don't know. The lights are flashing and it won't start.
yeah.
I don't know. Doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. And so it's like,
History.
and there's like videos online of how to bypass the CAN bus on a JL so you can get out, because those people actually take them in places. But even on the Toyotas, I know people have had problems with sensors and the Christmas tree coming on and flashing on and off.
Mhm.
Well, there's definitely a higher possibility of it happening if you've got all that, for sure.
Yeah, I think I've seen semi-recently some Jeep people content where they were having, like on YouTube, they were having these issues, mid-trip where rig just decides it's gonna not turn on anymore, and they have no way of, making it work aside from just turning it off and waiting and continuing to try until it does turn on again.
Move.
Yeah.
WFO Concepts, he has a YouTube channel where they go in and he does walk arounds of the videos they built of the rigs they build. But he has on the recovery side of his business, him and a couple of guys will go out for like $2,000 and drag your rig out of the Rubicon. And they've had several JLs. So they've gone in and just like pull the glove box, the CAN bus is there, start unplugging the CAN bus till it starts and go, okay, it's the CAN bus to the the front sway bar that got smashed. and it
Mhm.
disables the whole rig. And so then they'll start it up and drive it out. And then of course the owner feels stupid because you just paid the guy $2,000 to go in there and unplug something, and 15 minutes later he's driving your rig out for you.
Yeah, I'd feel pretty stupid too. But
Yeah, I literally 4 of them that had the Christmas tree going, lights flashing. One of them's like it's running, but it won't let me go out of park,
Mhm.
So
Oh,
I
that's
think
crazy.
Toyota's in the same boat. I think you're
Yeah.
going to see once the Land Cruiser prices get down to the 20s and 30s and people actually start using them off road, you're going to find all the Achilles heels of the electronics with them too.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, I definitely see that coming down the pike. Yeah, once there's more that are out there, because like that are out there actually getting used
Mm-hmm.
that way. Yeah, it's bound to happen, because that's how all of them go, really. Like there's not when it's early on, there's not enough. There's people that take them out, but there's not enough to like really have people be finding, the issues that they have with being used that way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's only going to be more common.
Oh yeah.
So thinking of that, do you think we'll see less solid axle swaps on Toyotas? Because I mean, that's kind of their big thing, and it's always been the big
Well,
thing is you solid axle swap your Tacoma or your Forerunner. But with all
I
the new
think
sensors coming out,
Well,
do you
think
think?
about like the new Broncos. They've been out for how many years, and there's not a solid axle kit yet
Mm-hmm.
because of the
yeah.
clock spring in the steering wheel. It's got to be the same amount of locks to lock that it was with the rack. So I think a lot of those are hard to overcome. There's been a couple guys that have done the straight axle swap, but I've never seen their dash to see if it's all lit up or
Yeah.
what they
I
did to
think
disable it.
I think you're also in a spot to like I think it's twofold because I think technology is a big part of it because it takes a lot to make it usable, especially for like a vehicle that you can drive to the trail. I think that there's plenty of like third gen Tacomas that people are probably not driving that have straight axle swaps, and that's
Mhm.
probably fine. Yeah, but I also think that at the same time, for like not hardcore rock crawl people learned that like mid travel suspension kits and all of the things that go along with that became a lot more capable and a lot more like accessible than they ever were, because like 10 years
Yeah.
ago anything like that was go fast desert bits and that's
Yeah, it
all
was
it
all desert
was.
truck stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And now all of a sudden it's like, oh well, you can just bolt that thing on and put 35s or 37s on your truck and re-gear it, and like you can drag it through the Rubicon and it's gonna be fine, it'll do it. Like,
Yeah.
is it what I want or what any of us want? Probably not, but it might be in some cases. And then portals are kind of the
Yeah,
next piece,
portals
right?
I
is
was
the
Like
gonna
next
say,
thing
I
that's
think
that
all of
now.
a
Yeah.
sudden that got super, you know, accessible is like a bad word for the amount of money that it costs, but like when you consider what it would cost to straight axle a truck like that, like I don't know, it gets kind of close. And there's like,
Oh, it's
so you
close.
got guys
Yeah.
that are in
Yeah.
running 40s with nothing else on these trucks, and
Mhm.
yeah, they spent 20 grand on portals, but also they didn't spend any money on anything else.
Yeah.
And they're re-geared and it's got a ton of ground
Yep.
clearance, and like it's impressive. Like I don't know if it's my route, but I see them and I go, well, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
It's like that new
So
Land Cruiser that did Fordyce, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's sitting on
yeah,
portals.
the
Descent off road, I
turquoise
think.
one.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah. That thing's
That thing,
awesome.
it is so cool. It was at Expo West or Mountain West, whatever the expo here is, and it's really good. Like it
Mhm.
looks cool on video, but like in person, I was like, oh my God, this thing is amazing. So
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, the first thing I'm doing if I win the lottery is I'm getting portals for the bourbon. It's gonna stay on leaves, but I'm getting portals.
dream big, Jesse.
Yeah. I'm dreaming big, buddy. I don't have the money to do 4 link, but I'll get the money to get portals. There we go.
There was a certain YouTube channel, Toyota. I won't give him a shout out because I think he's kind of a tool, but he put portals on his Tacoma, got into
Is it
Gatekeeper in the Rubicon, and it broke all the bolts, spun the portal around. And then, of course, he doesn't know how to fucking turn a wrench on anything. And he just stands there with a stupid grin on his face, watching everyone else work on his rig and all these people drive around his rig. So
oh
where I go with
no.
that is what I've learned is that if I have anything custom made for my rig, it needs to be like bomb proof beyond bomb proof. And I also probably need another one on the trailer at least. So like my axle for my Dana 60's got machined knuckles on it. If I break one of those knuckles somewhere, you're literally dragging it out. So I'll probably buy a spare set, have them on the trailer in case I ever break one. I'll probably never break one. But again, these portals where I go with it, I don't think there's like 4 companies now. There's like Turn Off Road, there's 74 Weld, there's a couple others. I don't think all
Werewolf.
Wolf's out of
Werewolf.
like, you know, Eastern
Crane
Europe
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're in.
I don't think all these companies are going to be around. So if I was buying portals, I would buy 5.
That actually is not the worst idea. I
mean,
also think
that's what it is though. Like you said, with the the more custom that you go, then when that breaks, you're
done.
broken. Like there isn't a like, oh, I've got a spare, or somebody driving by
might have
a
one.
spare one of these.
Or even like
you
know, the Rubicon, for instance, you could call up some of the off-road shops over ham radio and have them overnight it to their place and go pick it up 2 days later. A portal, you're not doing that.
Yeah.
It's just not happening.
I still want portals.
I agree, they're cool, but like if I own the lottery, I just buy 2 sets and I'd have a whole backup set. But as far as like anything like billet, aluminum, you know, on my CJ, for instance, I had a Dana 300 and having some issues, so of it popping out. So I bought the Midnight Metalworks made a billet housing, stuffed all my guts in it. Well, they're out of business now, and like it seems like every company that's done this Dana 300 billet business plan doesn't have a business plan, and they go out of business.
Sounds like it might not be profitable.
I feel like the portal isn't the same realm. Like there's enough steam. I mean, you see these guys like running a portal business out of their garage. It's like that doesn't seem like a long-term viable. To give them 20 grand and bet, okay, they're going to be around in 5 years when I break a gear. And I'm going to be able to get a spare.
I think 74 Weld is probably...
I agree.
So I think there's 2 pieces of this, because I think they're probably around for the long haul, but I think that their business is still heavily focused on race.
Yes.
So like they might get to a point in 5 years, if nobody's buying these, that they might just say, nah, we're packing it up and still just building race car stuff. And like maybe there will be, you know, support for some of this, but like I know that I don't know about the other companies, but I know they try to use like seals and bearings and things that are like available. They're just like regular industrial part numbers, but still like it is terrifying, because like to your point, like how are you, if somehow, I don't even know how you break a case on one of those things, but if you broke a case, like I would imagine a huge portion of the cost
case or
is
stub
in the
shaft,
case.
because it's got like a random stub shaft.
It's a proprietary.
You
know, when you get in that proprietary world, that's been my take on this portal thing. I think it's a great idea, but like I would literally, if I was going to go buy them, I would go to them and say, what do I need to have on hand if you go out of business? That's exactly what I would tell them. Like I want 5 of everything, so that way when I do break, then I can sell the rig.
Hey, you got a spare,
ready to go.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. It would be like, it could end up being no different than you did like the Humvee portals, like adapting everything, so that's all custom, and then you've found Humvee portals, then you get to do that again if something breaks. Like, because it's like, well, it's just old military stuff. That's not
that you can't get anymore. It's getting. I mean, you can get it, but it's really hard.
Yeah, it's all eBay.
And it's only going to get harder.
Shit like that. It's not like, oh, I can just go down to GM and fucking buy something off them. You know, it's.
I think like Jesse Haynes. I've talked to a couple of buggy guys that have ran the Jesse Haynes stuff. I think he's in it for the long haul, but he's grown his business so slow. He's just now getting into the bolt-on market for JLs. He's making a full bolt-on set of axles with his portals for JL that's like 30 grand, which isn't, when you price out 1 tons for like a JK or JL, that's not that much more. And now I don't have to buy a lift, and I don't have to re-gear my stock axles. If you add those to the 20,000 for 1 tons, you're right there.
Yeah, that's the wild thing. Like I hate that that's like becomes reasonable. But that's like my argument on like the Toyota Portal stuff, where I'm just like, God, I cannot believe this. Like, it actually kind of makes sense if you pull back far enough.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
for me and Colin and Jesse and Luke, you might be the same way. Like I'm like, I'll spend $1,000 once, and then like $500 again, and then like $2,000, and then like get to 30, and then get something that's worth 15. So, you know, just take me 2 years.
Yeah. As somebody in their CJ that put like $6,000 into an AMC Model 20,
Yeah.
I can tell you, like, it's just like piecemealed it, and all of a sudden I'm like, what am I doing? And I sold the axle for like $450.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, that tracks.
okay.
That tracks.
I do have like 7 minutes before I should get off of this. So, do we want to do Would You Pay Money for that? And I can bail out at some point. Is that okay? I'll take that as a yes. We do get this music.
Absolutely. All right. So should we have the guest decide where we start?
Absolutely.
Yes. So I'm not going to show you mine. So you got to tell us where we're going to start.
You got to show him yours first.
We're going to start with?
Well, just like, so what we've done,
Any factor.
biggest
Any
tires,
factor.
lowest to the ground. Like, we've done a lot.
Most
things like-
green.
yeah, most green was one.
Least expensive,
Mhm.
most expensive,
The least
grayest.
amount of roof.
Least roof.
See, this is good.
Okay.
All right.
See,
Yeah.
there you go.
I got about this much roof on mine.
That's not a lot of roof.
Well, technically,
Like 2.5
I
feet.
have a convertible,
Oh, well, that's
So-
what
that's
roof.
zero
a
roof.
win.
so it
Yeah.
could be zero roof.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we'll start with this. Come on. There you go. All right. So, of course, the pictures are great.
Oh, man.
What we've got is a 2000 TJ with a 100,000-mile motor that's been gone through and studded. 5-speed manual, Dana 60 front, 14-bolt rear, 538s, lockers front and rear, Fodies, bead locks, coilovers, front and rear stretch, Willwood handbrake, fuel cell in bed.
Wild.
Bed. I don't know about bed,
Oh,
but
yeah, I wouldn't call it bed.
hard top and soft top. Yeah.
So
dark
wait a minute. You could
green.
argue this has a lot of
Yeah.
roof because it's got 2 roof options.
It's got
but-
2
Yeah.
tops, but it could also have no top. So, it's
So with most top options, and the
Mhm.
least top option is no top.
yes.
Cool.
Okay.
We have talked about this before, but it baffles me that someone can take screenshots of the images on their phone, but they can't
Yeah.
upload them.
Mhm. Yep.
Ooh, there we go.
This
Figured it out
one's
for
an
that
actual
one.
picture. Yeah. Figured it out for this. And also this.
Mhm. Thing is sweet.
It's pretty sweet.
I might be a little biased because it's green.
Mm.
That's really
It's a good color.
I was
It
going to
is a good
say
color.
it's a good color, and in
It's a good
very
color.
Jesse
The-
fashion, I like my colors.
Mhm.
shame they put red diff covers and stuff on it. That's a silly
Well, you had
move,
to
but
match the springs, Sean. So
half of them.
the top half.
Yeah.
And price
doesn't
is
matter.
20,000. Not that that matters, but
Yeah, we don't
That's
we
what-
don't take
that's
price
what he's
into
asking.
consideration, but we always look. Yeah, I think I'd pay money for this. I like this. This is my episode that I'm just going to praise Jeep. Apparently,
wow, yeah, real big Jeep guy.
big Jeep guy. All of a sudden, yeah. I
I
mean,
mean-
this is kind of like
Huh?
the
Jesse's.
perfect little Wrangler.
As somebody who just bought all those parts for his Jeep, you could part that out and probably make money.
Maybe you should have bought this
I
instead.
should have
Yeah,
bought-
you could have bought
that
this
is-
and
that
built
is
your
not
car.
a joke. That is, yeah. When I just add up this latest phase, I'm like more than that easily. Not
Uh,
according to the wife, but
I if I was to be looking for strictly a wheeler, I may well be in, but I'm just not. I'm so much not a Jeep guy. I still struggle. But like I said, the parts,
Yeah.
the parts alone
Mm-hmm.
might be worth it. So I'll go with it this time.
Wow, a sensible yes. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Especially if I can keep the Range Rover when I get this, because
Yeah.
then you put that stuff in the Range Rover.
Good to go.
Arguably cooler.
Put your Range Rover axles underneath the Jeep. Be a
Under
big
the
market
Jeep
for
and-
resale on that.
Yeah, just get rid of that.
Because everybody
Alright.
wants a Jeep with built Range Rover axles.
Yeah.
That would be the
Yeah.
most. I'd love to stumble across that.
just to have somebody ask the question.
Wait a
So what now?
second. You mean to tell me you converted this to a radius arm front suspension? Yeah, I was looking for something that didn't flex well and had bad road manners.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I went to a
Uh,
guy's house and bought a desk off Facebook Marketplace, and I was leaving, and I looked over. He had early Bronco sitting there, and it had Toyota axles under it. And I was almost tempted to go knock on the door to say why, but I didn't.
I don't want to unbox
Yeah.
that.
You
Yeah.
probably know why.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did you say you were in or not? I didn't hear.
Oh, I'm in on that. Yeah, that's
Okay.
a for sure.
Okay. Jesse, my next roof probably ties with your roof. So if you want to go first. If you can pull it out, we'll see.
I can pull it up. I'm
Are
gonna
you
pull it up.
gonna do the infinite screen again for us?
Wait, where'd it go?
Your
Where did
usual
you guys
theme.
go? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Wait a second.
Uh-oh.
I lost it. I think I lost it. Hang on.
Infinite screen, go.
There it is. Oh, hang on. I'm on the wrong.
Oh my God.
I'm clicking the wrong link. Sorry, guys.
Come on, Sean is on a time constraint. Let's go.
I know. I'm working.
gotta
on it,
burn- we
working
gotta
on it.
burn
Do you
through
want
these.
the infinite screen?
No, never.
Never. It's just what you always do.
All right.
Okay.
Here we've got.
Wait a minute, is this yours?
20R.
78 Toyota pickup.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Short bed.
Get out of
in
here
the,
with this ad.
orange red.
This is not a paid ad.
It's got a brand new starter, fresh oil change. Brand new
didn't pay for this
windshield
ad.
seal.
This
All new
episode brought to you
steering
by
joints,
Jesse's
leather card.
1978 Toyota pickup.
Yeah. Look at that thing. It's a good looking 78 with a nice looking 100 series in the background.
Uh-oh,
And it
now
even
we're on
has
an 85
current
Toyota.
tags and a title.
Colin, did you take over?
I did because it's not a paid ad.
Oh, fuck you.
I've got a different Toyota, Jesse.
All right, fine.
I'm in, by the way.
Okay, I'll talk to Luke.
I was already in when I pulled up and saw it.
I also would pay money for it because I would love to mini truck it. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. Okay. I'm in too.
all right. Well, now that we're in agreement on that,
I'll sell it to everybody. We just have to put in everybody buys it in like shares. We'll make it an incorporated vehicle.
okay, yeah,
Partial ownership.
yeah, it's a timeshare.
Yeah.
We've got a 1985 Toyota Tacoma, not Tacoma pickup, 15,000. So this is
Don't waste his time.
basically Jesse's truck, but maybe worse, maybe better. We don't know. We'll find out here. All caps for the first part here. If you ask me if this is available, you'll be left on red. Do not waste my time, please.
Please.
Only
nice.
trade we are interested in is a mint, dailyable Cherokee, or not capitalized, or Forerunner with cash on top.
I have one question for this gentleman. Who
Yeah.
is we?
We
are interested.
He's got a collective ownership situation
I
on
was gonna
this.
say,
Yeah,
just
he
like we're
also
gonna
has
have
a
with your truck.
timeshare in this truck. Let's see. We've got a 96 Distributor 2 RZ G52 Marlin adapter, Marlin 21 spline, 4 7s, Dave's off-road triple stick, Frame from firewall forward is 2x3, 120 wall, boxed, plated with 14. I assume he means 14
Must be
gauge.
14 gauge. Weird.
Trail gear bumper, Schmitty built, 9500, 42s, bias ply pit bulls on 17-inch 3.5 offset trail readies. Front axle is an 80s K30 Kingpin 60 with 538s welded. ECGS slugs and stubs. 2-inch, 2-inch quarter
quarter
wall, DOM driveline, trail gear full hydro, 14-inch Fox shocks, air shocks, Artec truss, Artec dual shear arms, GM pinion adapter, rough stuff diff cover, rough stuff one.
Oh, just about to get the answer to his question down here.
Yeah, rear axle is a 14 bolt, 538s, full carrier spool, rough stuff diff cover, Ford Ranger rear springs, rough stuff 63-inch bracket kit, 2-inch quarter wall DOM driveline in the front also, I guess, or in the rear also. Selling because we have a newborn baby.
Oh,
So that's the we.
Oh,
that's the way.
this person and the baby are selling it.
Yeah.
It's priced to keep. Look, hun, I can't get rid of it.
Yeah. It's got some great angle on the shocks in the back.
That's bad.
Is the bump stop upside down? What is that? So the bump stop is somehow on the plate, but upside down. Because
No, I think it's just on an extended like mount thing. I think it's still the right direction, but
there is a post right there. Holy cow!
It still looks. I mean, that's
he doesn't
awful.
want any up travel.
So there's no up travel in the back, other than however much this bump stop squishes.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
A little rough, but I mean, used.
Yeah, like zero up travel front too. You can see
It's really tall for that little of up travel.
Mhm.
That's crazy. I mean, I think I'm gonna go after I say this.
God.
I think this would be worth saving.
Saving.
Oh, you could unfuck this.
Yeah, that was my point.
Yeah.
Like just unfuck it a little bit, and it's pretty good. Pretending it's cheap, it's not. But let's just pretend.
gonna say
Engine, case, like tires and wheels, like a lot of that stuff is really good.
Mhm.
But you know,
I'm
just
gonna
kind
say
of put together in
because
a
I already
funky
have
way.
it.
You
I
need
you have spares.
reasonable.
I need to unfuck mine before I buy another one.
You just need the engine out of this. That would make yours significantly better.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm also a no.
I'm going yes. Sorry. Come on, Luke.
You know me, I'm not a Toyota guy, and this is pretty rough.
Very rough.
I think Luke said yes.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I heard that on the front
Yeah,
end.
I like
He was an early yes.
I had I had 385 Toyotas all back to back to back, extra cab. So yeah, I'm in.
I like it.
Okay.
All right.
So no, you got to see this one, Sean. You got to see this one. You got to see this one. You got to see this one. I've got a 99 Ford Contour SVT.
Nope, not for me. See you later.
Bye, Sean.
Fun times.
The only all-wheel drive swapped Ford Contour SVT. All-wheel drive. Full tubular Jaguar X-type rear end, converted to QA1 coilovers with Swift springs, custom strut towers for 240SX camber plates, front BC coilovers, Brembo big brakes, custom front lip and side skirts, rare carbon fiber cowl hood, and carbon NASCAR trunk, electric power steering out of a Prius, full cage, Jaguar dash, custom unibody to accept stock Jaguar subframes front and rear, have every part needed to drop a Duratec 2.5 or Duratec 3.0 in the car, included with the sale. So all you need is to drop motor and wire it and go. Decided to let someone else have a chance to have an all-wheel drive Contour, no interior, engine included. If I don't find a serious buyer soon, I'll be taking offers on the hood and trunk and parting it completely.
How
So
much
he's going to
money?
give up.
How much money do you think he's into that thing? I mean, like,
Way more than
$3,500.
$3,500.
yeah. I mean, just like, can you imagine the loss that you're taking when you chose to build a Ford Contour?
Yeah. What I'm interested in, and this is why I wanted Sean to stay, is this lowrider tracker in the background
Oh,
on wires,
wires.
like
Wow.
same color, like in it, like there's a couple, and he's got some Sea-Doos.
You got a freaking roll cage in the Contour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just no motor.
I just
It comes with the motor, just not in it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm always impressed that there's a following for just about any car.
Oh man, that
Look at
tracker's good.
the
Do I get the tracker with the sale?
Can we get the tracker? I want to know what the price is on that. I mean, there's a ton of money into this thing.
And a lot of work. It's
Yeah.
just the wrong car.
Like it's the wrong car, but
and he
is
even
it?
got custom plates before it was running and driving.
Oh yeah, because he knew what his project was.
Like I met a guy once on a job that was into Mercurs. Like he was like he had like 15 of them, and it always impresses me
Well,
when somebody.
that's because you can't get anything for him. You have to buy all of those in order
to buy 15 to make one.
I'm just always impressed with. There's like you get on Facebook and there's probably a page for like all-wheel drive Ford Contour swap.
Yeah,
but I'm a no.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
I'm on the no boat.
You're also a no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tough crowd.
Does that mean you're a yes?
No, I'm also a no.
Leading it up like we're being assholes.
Yeah, what the hell? All right, so my last one that I have is a 24 Ineos Grenadier Trailmaster with an alu cab roof conversion.
Yeah. Do I have to look at the rest of the ad? I already told you how much.
I mean, you don't have to, but
oh no, I want to.
But I'll show you the rest.
Yeah, show me the rest. But I'm already in, man.
Also, dark green.
Yeah,
I didn't realize I picked so many green cars for this until now. So it's $105,000.
I don't have to think about money in this.
Yeah, it's got a 270. It's got a roof conversion. It's dark green. It's got stock size tires from the looks of things. Probably has like no miles on it because that's what these people do is they just spend a bunch of money and then they realize they don't use it. Full goose gear set up in the back, so no back seats. It might come with the back seats, I would think, but I mean, it's basically, a troopy build out, but it's a Grenadier. Let's see, what do we got here? We've got, doesn't say what size tires are, of course. So why would it? 270. Got goose gear, second row delete, and rear plate. 150 amp hour lithium. 200 watts solar. Comes with the fridge. Shoot. It's got the Grenadier USA oversized cup holder.
Ooh, because we need those.
Because we got to have our big gulp cup holders.
Yep.
Obviously, America. Front driver and passenger window bug screens. Spare wheel lockable storage box. There's all of his battery and whatnot stuff. Yeah, I mean 105 is right on track with what a nice troopy with a roof conversion would cost. But you're also buying a 20, 30-year-old truck, where this is you're buying a brand new truck.
And it's a Grenadier.
And it's a Grenadier, arguably better looking, depending on who you ask.
Oh, man, I'd be torn on that one because I like them both, but
I like them both too, but
I
again,
think you're right. Grenadier's
not a Toyota guy, so and I guarantee you the inside is going to be quieter and more comfortable
oh,
than
100%.
a Troopy. So
Yeah, I love it.
I'm a yes. I would do this. Just go camping in it. That's all I care.
I'm a
Can we-
no.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm a no. I don't know what I'd use that for.
Camping, man.
It's cool, but yeah, but what are you gonna break on it? You can't. If I'm gonna go camping,
Well,
I'm gonna break something.
Oh, yeah, that's not necessarily true.
Well, then that just means you break it and put 1 tons under it.
Yeah,
Yeah, everybody needs a 1-ton project, right?
Mm-hmm.
they do.
You were just saying you need one project, so
Here's
There
your
you
next one. You can get this, and I'll vicariously live my Grenadier dreams through you.
yeah, auxiliary fuel tank, 24 gallons. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I just came across it, thought it was neat.
Yeah, that is neat.
All right, well, that does it.
Cool. Well, congratulations, Luke.
Oh,
I think we're
thank you.
friends.
Oh, okay.